Thank you so much, guys, for your patience. I do have Mr. Magacha right here with me. And Mr. Magacha, welcome.
Tinokuchingamidzai makadini zvenyu.
Tiripo Zedu.
Yeah,
And you're in America right now, right?
sure,
How,
true.
how is America treating you?
Taifungidzira kuti tichasvika kune snow but zviri kuratidza kuti tingori kuZimbabwe neweather iri kuno. Ever
My,
since we came, yeah.
mafamba zvakanaka.
Takaitirwa nyasha kani. Vanofamba naJesu vanoitirwa nyasha.
Ndizvozvo. Feel free zvenyu. Munomu is the land of the free.
Kakusununguka.
Sebastian, thank you
Yeah,
so much for joining us today. And
andinoze.
we are so excited to have you here. And I was with you at church. I watched you. I can't wait for the concert here. But first and foremost, would like to know, Kuti, when did you start singing?
Start singing. I think it's. I started singing. I think, if not 8 years back. I think around 2002,
Hmm.
somewhere there. Yeah. And how I ventured into music is like, I was not a singer,
Hmm.
and mwari vakangoita zvavakaita. Then I ended up into music. So yeah, I started 2002. I was doing my backing vocals for different artists, the likes of
Okay.
Kuzinya Kudya, Messi Mchene, Bethany Pasna Wako, Taura Nzira, the likes of Anna Olinda. It's just like to mention the few. But Vakati one day. So yeah, 2002 was the year.
Okay. And why did you go for gospel?
Okay, I didn't. Okay, I am a Christian. I was born Christian,
Hmm.
because I came from a Christian background. Ndakabarirwa muimba, kuti unongo wangozvarwa mai nababa vachienda kuchechi.
Uh-huh.
So I was born a Christian, should I say, whereby takatongokura tichiziva kuti kuchechi kunoendwa kutangira kumasunday school and all that. Yeah. So if you say, why did I choose to sing gospel?
Uh-huh.
Uh, why did I choose to get into gospel music? I would say no. I was a Christian when
Hmm.
I grew up. So I was just speaking from where I heard about baba ndakazvarwa ndiri ndichikurudzira ndichienda kumberi.
Okay, so you'd say singing is your, is it, should we say is it your calling or is just a passion? Because you're a Christian, you just thought, oh, okay, let me just go on gospel.
Okay, now when you say kuti singing is it a calling or it's a passion? Is it perfect? I would say I have a passion to sing, but to me now it's a calling.
Uh-huh.
Passion and calling zvakasangana.
Okay.
Uh, Besides music, meaning I used to play soccer. I was a soccer player.
Like real professional soccer player or just
Eh,
swimmer paper?
Player, chaivo. You see. So it was a calling in the sense that ndiri kubhora ikoko ndichiita zvangu zvebhora izvozvo.
Uh-huh.
Ndakakuwara gumbo. Then I had to nurse my injury. And during the time and I nursed my injury,
Uh-huh.
now I was now attending Sundays because normally bhora taiwanzotamba on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Hmm.
So kuna mudhara manje, mudhara wangu was like, okay, he was not happy now. But okay, this guy, of course, we support him. But okay, he's into soccer and all that. Mama times I just would come to watch and all that. But now it was taking time in church manje, saka ndopataiklasha. So pandakakuwara gumbo apa mudhara haakati chavo chaita bro. So I had to make sure I attend all my services at church. And during church, I developed, what can I say, ndakatanga kufarira kuridzwa kwaita keyboard kuchechi. And I'm like, okay, ndoda kuita samukoma vari kuridzawo. Chii chavari kuridza ichocho, you see? So I told my dad I want to learn how to play the instrument, the keyboard. Then he bought me a small keyboard. Then I was now teaching myself tiri kumba manje tu because kana ndauya kuchechi ndairotarisa mukoma vaya vaya ndakamira ndokumashure uno
Oh,
vari
so
kutamba
you didn't go to any music school or anything. You just got the
uh,
interest and
yeah,
the passion, and then you started to learn.
sure. So there, from there, vandakutoridza muchechi, ndakutogona kutoridza and all that, but then vandadevelop, alright, what if I try to sing now? Saka kuchechi now ka,
Hmm.
kwaiva nenhamo, kwaiva nehondo chaivo.
In the,
Yanga iri hondo because ndaimba disco risingaiti. So I would call it, it's a calling more than uh, zvimwe zvinhu zvese zvatinogona kutaura nezvazvo because uh, ndichitrya zvese izvozvo izvo ndakabva ndopa ndakatanga manje kuintroducewawo nethis other group kunonzi kustudio chii
mhm,
chinonzi studio ende ndakutoziva kuti okay kana uri mustudio unoita so I would visit manje after tapedza edu zvemarecord I would visit kustudio ikoko tione kuti zvakamira sei and all that so zvichingodaro vandatotanga kutoimprova I was now being a backing vocalist maartist akati siyanei ndatosimuka ndadai so ndatomumaband you know I'm now playing kumabands akadai so and all that and I also want to say this I would like to thank Messi Mchene
mhm.
and Baba Charamba Anani but nevamwe vakawanda wanda ndisingakwanisi kumenshina mazita avo but kunyanyanyanya Messi because akaona talent mandiri and
Okay.
she was a big artist back then and aindipawo platform yekuti when she's singing ombondipa mukana kuti okay guys in my band I have such a such person
Mhm.
anoita zvakadai so munzwei so by so doing it was a learning process whereby when I wanted to start my own thing it was easy one would look kwandiri obva nditi no I think it's really easy you know it's easy to
Yeah.
do and all but it was because I've been through a lot. Was Gudara to get into music it was so difficult than
Mhm.
these days. These days ukangorekuda song yako zvikadai so unoswera wakuridzwa kumaredio. But back then when we started it was so difficult because music yako yaifanira kuendwa listening committee they sit down they listen to your CD if it's worthy kuplaywa pa radio station yavo
Uh-huh.
or even on TV you know that it was so difficult
But,
but zvese izvozvo izvo it was a learning process yekuti iko zvinezvi manje munhu akazvitasura Sabastian haano you know
yeah,
but
they think it was just, over the
so
night, you just wake up and then you just started your
it's just
music.
it's just we learned the harder way than the guys are equal, of which I like it these days because it's now easy. And in Mukataristan now we are having different artists who are not gonna and it's because now my channels actually they are no longer difficult and now that people they want to promote local music and try partnerships zvakafanana na Facebook, ana
Mhm.
WhatsApp, ana Skype, ana Twitter, you know, back then it's just we were not that well versed. You can actually communicate pakati, you know, it was all phone and all that. Saka, nowadays it's easy and I think I like it more than back. But zvinongotiradza chete kuti it's through hard work if because the bible rinoti kana uchida kuachievha in life shanda because isimbe bedzi inogara ichichema kuti ina handina chakadi but if you work you get whatever you want ndo zvinotaura shoko ramwari so yeah here we are yeah
So now you now have your own band. When did you form your own band? Uti, right now, Sabastian Magacha, he has now successfully, you know, is having
yeah
his own band. When was that?
okay okay I have a 9 member band
Hmm.
and coming up with a band like that it was not easy
How
because
did you do it?
because you have to check around good okay who is the best at the end of the day you're looking at someone who can deliver
Hmm.
and someone who's good and someone who's very professional in that area so at the end of the day ndinongotenda mwari because it's not about me hakusi kuziva kangu kana kugona kwangu but if kana uchitenda kuna mwari god will connect you nevanhu chaivo chaivo more than if I want to just inini kungoita I'll end up connecting with the wrong guys ndichifunga kuti ndiwo. So ndo dzinonzi nyasha manje idzodzo idzo. So it's not easy at the end of the day to come up with a band like that. You'd find kuti my band, I travel with my band most times, but sometimes though, I'll take half band depending on kuti what am I going to do, you know. You get a sense. I travel with my band. They say I have two girls in the band and the rest are guys. And yeah, saka ndinongotenda Mwari. Coming up with a band, to be honest with you, back then when I started zvekuda kuita band rangu ndega,
Mhm.
I could not afford to pay these guys. You see, these
Ah.
guys have been so loyal. Ndozototaura kuti if you're connected with the right people
Mhm.
and the right time, you never get lost. So sometimes I remember my first two or three shows
Mhm.
when I actually promised them, and I was very new in the industry. And back then, ndanda kutanga ku approach manje nema promoters, come for shows, do this and that, and zvimwe zvacho zvaizotena kuti zvaisozova izvozvo in terms of hatinenge tawirirana. So I
Uh-huh.
felt so bad kuti ndambowirirana nemunhu and I can't, you know.
You promised them and you
Yeah.
can't deliver, Maria.
But it was a learning process, and kusvika patave nhasi, we just want to thank God because dei pasina izvozvo dei tisina kusvika ipapa, because ukangokura mwana achingonzi mwana akura nhasi atomugrade 7 ajamba process yegrade 1 grade 2 nyangwe akazokura akaita 57 years anonida that process. Unogona kutoona kuti munhu iyeye anogona kutotanga kudzoka kudf kunge mwana mudiki because
Yeah.
ajamba imwe phase. But now I just want to thank God kuti he's
You are.
wonderful. God, yeah.
Amen. So, what inspires you to sing um, the music that you sing? What really inspires you?
One thing I'll tell you is I'm God inspired.
Uh-huh.
And so whenever I write lyrics, I'm inspired.
Oh, so you even write your own songs and
Yes.
and compose
Uh,
them as well?
yeah, I do compose my songs. Some of them, some, but most of it I do myself. Some of them, sometimes I'll get an idea from my producer. I'll get an idea from a friend. I'll get an idea from Batindo Construct and Divine. So I would say it's more like teamwork. Because at the end of the day, umbimbi haushandi zimengoa. So you'd need some other people to help you. You'd need some other people to advise you, and
Hmm.
you need some other people to give you right advice. And yeah, you see. So I would say I'm God inspired, and I like it when I compose music because in Nandi wrote
Also,
that's and
you just
and
create a
wrote
beating
yeah
in your
and
head.
wrote zvekuti ndamuka ndaroteswa song
Eh.
aiwa zvino mwari pari zvinoizvika izvi handidi kuti ndikureverei nhema because unogona unotsvira iyoyo yekunyepa. Kana ndakuzonyatsoita zvokuroteswa I'll tell you, but at
Okay.
this moment haiwa handisati ndakurota. So at the end of the day I would like to thank God because he's a God vakaisa that talent of creating something out of nothing kuti chive something. So
Okay.
ndinomutenda because sometimes inini wacho when I sit back ndotomboti imi ndakanyatsonyora ndichifunga ndini here and all that,
Mhm.
because when I'm doing God's things now, it's not me as an Saba, you know.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm just a vessel that is being used kungosvitsa shoko kwarinofanira kusvika, or to say a message kwarinofanira kuenda. Then sometimes ndatopedza zvindoti ndatogara ndakutaura kuti saka asi pana bhozvo ndaifungei, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and
So
tell me about Bosho. It's many people's favorite.
yeah.
How did you come up with Bosho? What made you eh, write that song and compose it? And when you finished composing it and writing it, how did you feel about it? Did you predict Kuti it was going to be many people's favorite?
I think the one thing chakaiswa naMwari pamusoro pangu is uh, to know what people want,
Okay.
right? And to know what God wants.
Hmm.
You get the sense.
Okay.
So I know what God wants, and I know how to put the message to the people so that vanoigamuchira. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because that same song I could have just taken it ndakaitora ndakaisa in a different way, vanhu vakangoti okay, it's just a song.
Yeah.
Saka at the end of the day, it's the wisdom inenge iripo, inenge yaiswa naMwari, nenyasha dzinenge dzakangoiswa naMwari pauri. Hakusi kugona kana kuti ndingati inini ndinoziva sterigaiwa. It's not about me, but it's about God at the end of the day, because ivo ndivo vakapa talent. And when he gives me a song, anenge atori nemaitiro anoda kuti iitwe yekuti inini wacho ndapedza kuiita ndazogara pasi ndoti oh my goodness gracious, what's this? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, saka at the end of the day, I'm happy. I'm happy that the message is reaching on Wakawanda, and that alone it makes me proud of God. It makes me proud of myself. It makes me proud of every each and every individual arukwanisa kuteerera that music, because that's the word from the Bible. Because most of my songs I do, I am guided by the Bible. So
Okay.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I've noticed that most of your songs, they are very energetic. Mostly, I would say, I don't know if I can safely say it's
Yeah.
praise
Uh,
songs. Do you have any plans? Do you have any like worship songs? Kind of.
yeah. If you listen on Tinaya Faithful God, uh, it does have, because in any right now I have 4 albums. Uh, my first album, named Tom Dana. If you listen to Tom Dana,
Uh-huh.
I think we have 4 worship songs there, and that album is 11 track album. The second album is called Babandi Nokutendai. If you listen on Babandi Nokutendai, 5 of the songs there are worship, and
Okay.
uh, um, and I think 8 of the songs are praise. And Babando Tender is a production year 2008, and 2011 and 10 11 I recorded an album called Tinaya Faithful God. Tinaya Faithful God is a 13-track album whereby you get 5 worship songs on it. Mama Ari worship. And recently to 2012, I recorded a single collection album known as Mapostori. On Mapostori, there is no, I would say there are 4 praise songs, and there is 1 worship track. So yeah, zvinongosiyana kuti ndikuzviita sei, but mostly why do people say, why vanhu vachiti you sing ma praise
Oh,
song,
praise. Eh.
is
Don't know
because
funny.
ava ndo vanoafara. And handiti imimi ndimati munofarira bhoso and all that. Mumwe munhu anotondifonera achiti you know what, pamakaimba nemunamato paya paya maitotaura inini. I love that album baba. Those you see, saka we tinosevha vanhu vakasiyana siyana. So at the end of the day, tikangoita album reworship chete,
Hmm.
sometimes munhu wepraise anoshaya pake pekuti anoti yake ndeipi. So we try to put matracks akasiyana siyana kuti at least pa13 hauzoshayiwo dzako 2 3 4 ipapo.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah,
Also
yeah,
shy. And
yeah.
you were talking about how Messi Mutsweni helped you and how people like Anna Charles Charamba also had, a part to play in your in your ministry, or should I say in your career. How did you get connected or networking with the people of the same industry? And also, would you say it also helped you to, you know, to rise up as a musician, or to get.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say if you connected kuna Mwari, God will connect you with the right people.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, the problem is sometimes you think you are in the right track, yet you are in the wrong track because you are connected wrongly. Kune vanhu vasiri ivo. Saka inini I would want to say kuti, if you are a musician and you are connected to the wrong people, time yako ipfupi. But if you are a musician, not just a musician, a Christian musician, a Christian gospel artist, and you're connected kuna Mwari, and you believe Mwari wako iye, ah, hatidi kunyeperana, God havambofi vakakuita kuti uve ne-wrong connection. It will never happen. So whatever chaunobata, because you have got a right connection iri kubva kudenga, ende ichiuya pasi ichisenda signal. Saka signal inouya panapa inouya ichibata masaisai. Saka whoever you're going to connect with is the right connection, and you never get lost. So that's how it is. Yes, you need to be connected as an artist. How do you get connected? At the end of the day, you need to know your God, and you need, because at the end of the day problem yatinoita ndeyekuti tinoda kuzvitungamidza pamberi tobva tasiya muridzi webasa kumashure anova ndiye Mwari. Iwewe zvidzikise utore Mwari umuise pamberi. When you put God in front of you, he will never drive you kuenda musango. God will lead you straight to, to a destination chaiyo kwauri kuenda.
Uh-huh. Those were very, very sound words right there. And you recently got married. I saw your wife. She is very, very beautiful, and
Yes,
she
so
is so humble and so sweet. And when did you get married?
last year, on the 10th of May. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so it's less than a year, and you guys are so much in love. These the
sure.
Magachas are so much in love. You can see it all over there. And
I
how
just
did
want to.
yeah?
Uh,
How do you balance now your new marriage and your music, your calling? How do you balance these two?
I think it's all about knowing uh, ndiani muhombe kune chimwe, because pane zvinhu zvose zvandingaite hakuna unopfuura Mwari.
Okay.
Ehe, hakuna unopfuura Mwari. But what I would say is it's all about balancing. If it's about time yemukadzi wako sengeni, I need to attend here and give you time yake yakakwana isina anyone. And if it's about my ministry, I have to give it all, and I have to have all attention on it. So it's a way of getting to know each other and understanding kuti makamira papi. And because if your relationship is not centered on God, yakafa relationship iyoyo, because you keep on having problems. But now, because mumwe anofana kuziva kuti iwewe tisangane, it's all because of God. Haiti kuti iwewe ndikuzive tizororana, it's all because of God. Saka chakatanga ndimwari kwete inini. So at the end of the day zvese tinoita, but chekutanga ndimwari. So when you are doing God's things, we make sure kuti Mwari pakutanga. So it's all about balancing and kuda mudzimai wako iye achikudowe, and I think yeah
Oh,
zvinobuda.
that was really great. I watched you guys, and she was supportive, and when
Yeah,
people would come to you and interact with you, she was just by the side, very quiet, just supporting quietly. And I was really amazed by the composure and how she was so calm about it. I would say it was so
sorry.
good. She was so composed and so supportive, very quiet and so humble. And for you, I noticed that your fans and people who get blessed by your music, they would always come and you would treat them the same. Some artists sometimes it's very difficult to get through to them, but for you, you were open. When children came to you, you were
Yeah,
so willing to take pictures with them, to sign autographs. How do you do it?
I think it's just based on what I said kuti you just need to know kuti ndiani anonzi Mwari. So at the end of the day, if I know who God is, and if I know who I'm doing it for, because it's not about me, I'm just a vessel iri kungoshandiswa naMwari
Mhm.
kusvitsa shoko kune vanhu. So if one comes to me, like kids, like whoever, kana vaombe kana chi, they come to me and say, oh, can we have an autograph? I'm a role model. A role model in the sense yekuti they listen to what we preach, right? They
Mhm.
want to be associated neshoko ratinotaura. So why should I say no? You know. So at the end of the day, shoko rinotaura kuti Mwari rudo. So at the end of the day, there's nothing wandofana kuvhairira because I'm a singer, because I'm what? Because this is about God, not me. It's about God. So zvese zvinoitwa kunze vakauya vachiti mukoma Saba munogona, I'll say glory be to God because ndezvaMwari.
Amen.
Sure.
And so, with your recent marriage, are you planning on having a big Magacha family with lots and lots of children, or is just a small Magacha family that is going to be?
I think it's gonna be like the Jackson 5. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. Okay. Yeah. Um, Kuroorana kunoita vanhu it's a sign yokuti pane mafurutsu achazoonekwa.
Yeah,
Saka obviously kids are going to come, but they will come kana nguva yaMwari yaita sei? Kana
fine.
yakwana. Nguva
This,
yaMwari ikakwana ichasvika muchaona maresults anobuda. So yeah, chinoratidza kuzadziswa kwerudo nemuchato vana mafurutsu.
mhm.
Because the Bible rakati zvaranai muwande. So according to okay, so in as much as the number yekuti muchada vana vangani anoziva izvozvo ndimwari. Isusu tinenge tingoripo panzvimbo kuzadzisa shoko raMwari zvarakataura.
Okay, nyangwe mwari wakati 15 munozadzisa zvenyu mashoko.
Eh, munhu waMwari aya.
Sebastian,
Yeah.
kumushande kupi, where do you come from?
Okay, I was born in Bulawayo, but ndinonzi Mushona. Ndinobva kuMhondorongi. Yes.
Okay, and when was that? How many years ago was that?
Like 27 years back. Um,
27 years back.
uh,
Okay, great. And when I spoke to you before, you were telling me about your, the how you want to start. You are starting. I think it has started already. The Sabastian Foundation. Tell me
uh,
more about it. Tell our listeners more about it.
okay, Saba Foundation is all about helping vana vasingawani zvakakwana kana kuti vatinoti vamwe vakaabuswa street kids, but mainly we are dealing with the girl child because
Huh?
ndo vane moyo navo. And as of now takatotanga kubatsira umwe mwana akaabuswa, and she's not in a good state at the moment health wise.
Mhm,
So yeah, so we've actually paid my bills, my hospital bills, and we've actually also paid for some school fees, yeah, about 10 kids. And we are setting up something new that we are putting in place.
mhm,
And to kune anenge achifunga kuti anogona kuda kupartner with Saba Music in this thing, because what we're trying to do is we want to build a home. So but tingomuke tati tinoda kubuild a home tinobva kana mwana achizvarwa anotanga kukambaira hatange kufamba asina kukambaira,
mhm,
saka anotanga kukambaira achisimuka achienda. So this is the stage we are. So we're at a point whereby if we have those who want to partner with us, they can get us on Pama Facebook. I have an account Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. Um,
what's your Twitter account?
it's Sabastian Magacha. It's my name as it is,
Okay.
and you can also get us on Facebook. Those are my platforms are important.
Yeah, there. So people can get you on your Twitter account, right?
Yeah.
And then on your
Uh,
on your Facebook as well.
uh-huh.
And so, our dear listeners, you heard what Sebastian said. Is when you go to his concerts, and if you want to be a partner for the Sebastian Foundation, you can get him on Twitter. You can get him on Facebook. It's just Sebastian Magacha as well on Facebook. You can get him there, and you know. The support that you give Sebastian as an artist, it doesn't only end with Sebastian, it extends further to our community. And I would like to say, Sebastian, that's a very noble thing that you're doing to give back to the community. We really do appreciate. I think we need more of you in our community.
We thank God. We thank God.
Yeah, we really thank God. And then you are currently on your US tour. What
Yeah.
should your fans expect?
Okay. This is our first time here,
Okay.
and tinotenda nenyasha dzaMwari
Mhm,
kuti vakatisvitsa pano, and is taking us from glory to glory.
mhm,
Uh, this is we're at a time whereby we want to lift His name high more than anything.
mhm,
Time whereby we just want to praise God because of His grace. We just want to praise God because of who He is. no matter hatina mari kana tine mari kana tine nzara kana hatina nzara, Mwari ndi Mwari is not going to change because of my situation zatinopesa. So my USA tour um eh, chishamiso ende hatina kubvira takafungidzira kuti Mwari vachatisvitsa pano.
Mhm.
But nokuda kwekugona kwake nhasi tiri pano. So we're going to have our show musi weSaturday. Uh, that's 23 Ku Night Hotel here in Dallas, Texas.
In Dallas,
So
Texas. Okay.
so expect fireworks, and we are very energetic. And the Simba rinopera rabiwa because Satan anofanira kuona fires. So yeah, that's isusu tingoripo chete pakuonesa Satani nhamo,
Yeah.
kumuonesa pumbu. That ndo basa redu isusu. So we're going to sing and dance and don't ukauya uchiexpecta kuti ukuya kushow unogona kurasikirwa because expecta kusangana naMwari and expecta kuworshipa Mwari and also expect to praise God. Saka aha hameno asara hameno asi kwahako but isusu tinotenda kuti naMwari zvinoita kana
Namashinoid.
kana zvakamboita kudhara
Uh-huh.
kweko ichi chinotirambidza hapana.
Afan.
So well I'm gonna be selling all my CDs
Oh,
are gonna
great.
have
That would be very, very, very awesome.
are gonna be available. My albums Santa anenge achiwanika aripo. I'm also going to sign for those who vanenge vatengawo. I'm just going to put an autograph to thank you, and yeah, I'm expecting to see people in numbers. I'm expecting to, yeah,
Everybody to come. So, dear valued listeners, if you are in the US, it's gonna come down. It's really, really getting down in Dallas. That will be at the Night Hotel, and I think the address is 2645 LDJ Freeway Drive. But if you need more details, if you need directions how to get there, this Saturday, 23 March 2013, and also he will be performing on the I think the week of the Easter. That's March 29 to 31st.
yes,
Am I right?
yeah,
To
yeah.
31st. So he'll be performing again. So come this Saturday, Night Hotel in Dallas. If you need directions and more details, please call on this US number 214-650-8400 or 443-414-8165. Please do come. It's gonna be fireworks. Sebastian, you love dancing. You love
Yeah,
dancing, and you
yeah, sure.
always energetic. Have you always been like that? Have you always been a dance, 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 then the fire, fire, fire?
Okay, in as much as I used to love dancing, but I was not a good dancer more than these days, because I think I guess my wife
Oh,
is
so she's the one who taught
uh,
you how to dance.
she's kind of like teaching me one or two moves, and I'm trying to move, though I'm so stiff, but yeah, but I'm trying.
You,
Because I just want to thank God because vakandipa mukadzi anonzwisisa ministry yangu,
mhm.
anondidawo semukadzi, and she respects me as the husband, and I respect her as the mother of the house, and I thank God for that.
And
Yeah.
how you were also telling me before, when we were just having just a chat, you were saying you also help her in the house.
Yeah, I think gone are the days whereby men will say kuti ndiro dzinofanira kusukwa nemukadzi, kubika kunoda mukadzi chete, and pacha kunoda, gone are the days. I think these days it's all about helping each other because the Bible says mukadzi is a helper, not a worker, not a slave. So,
Amen to that.
uh,
Amen.
and so at the end of the day, it's about knowing kuti iwewe nemudzimai wako unomudawo rudo rwakadii. Ndopatinoonawo rudo rwacho ipapo, because vamwe vanozoti haiwa akadyiswa uyo, haiwa kani kudyiswa uko makambozviona kupikwa zvidaro, haiwa kuti it's not like that. But we are a new generation, and we are a generation rinoziva, generation very intelligent, generation rine care, generation rine love.
Yeah.
So that's how we are. So ukatosvika kumba kwangu panenge pane juti rosa roti dede ndimo kubika nhasi, toita dhishi, kubika here, kubika tobika.
Hey, what's your favorite dish to cook?
Ndobika zvese. Zvandisingagona kubika ndikutaurire hama dzaMwari. Izvi zvenyu zvemunyanza izvi zvemusii.
Seafood.
Seafood haidyai moga zvenyu hama dzinodikanwa. Of which my wife, she likes that.
Oh,
Tinongoti Mwari kudzwai zvenyu, dyai moga, tinotenda. You know?
that's so awesome. Uh,
Yeah.
and
Me, I love my meat. Yeah. Inini ndinoera nzeve. I'm not a shumba, but I'm a shumba. I'm a shumba in the sense that shumba inoda nyama. Shumba haidi. Saka panoti nyama apa ndo panoti isusu.
and you are currently in the US. I think the last time I heard you were in the UK. How many countries have you toured so far?
Oh my goodness, there are plenty.
Mm.
Ah, I've been to UK. Now I'm in States. I've been to South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, Malawi, Kenya,
Wow.
uh, Nigeria. I've been around, and I'm gonna come back here in States again, and I'm gonna go UK, and I'm gonna go Australia, Canada. Because Mwari watinonamata ndiMwari weminana, and kana uchinamata Mwari uchibvuma maari kuti zveshuwa Mwari anoexista, ende uchibhilivha uchiverenga shoko rake, zvaanokutaurira ende zvaakataura neshoko rake, anotarisa nekumirira kusvika zvichizadziswa. Saka shoko ripi neripi rinobuda mukanwa make Mwari akasiyana nevanhu, akasiyana nemunhu, because munhu anokurasisa. Saka inini Mwari pane zvavakanditaurira kuti no, zvinofanira kuitika. Saka I'm really waiting for that, and I know kuti Mwari ndiMwari vezvokwadi. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm here. So yeah,
And to the other African countries that you have toured, like Nigeria. When did you go to Nigeria?
I think it's like 2 years back. If
2 years
yeah,
back. And how did people receive your music in Botswana, Zambia, Nigeria, Kenya? How did they receive it? Like the non-Zimbabweans? Did
I
they?
think one of the best was when I went to Namibia. Eh,
Okay.
you see, it was so overwhelming because it was packed, and I was the main act,
Mhm.
and oh my goodness gracious, I've never seen such a crowd, and I've never seen such a crowd respond to mm, a foreign language. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
it was so overwhelming, and I liked it. That was in Namibia. Takaitirwa nyasha. So it's also high time, Isusu. We also have to try and sing in their language so that they can get to understand what we are talking about. It makes it easy for them to relate the music yedu nekunzwisisa nekukasika. And also trying to do one or two songs in English or Bemba, Swahili,
Hmm.
Nigerian language. Try to do one or two things with different artists from different regions. It makes us it makes you as an artist to grow, and that's a way of spreading the word zviri more faster, and kuenda kunyika yevatorwa uchisvika kunyika yevatorwa uchigamuchirwa zvakanaka ende
Hmm.
uchiparidza shoko nemumhanzi zvichiendeka. Zvinoshamisa guys, ndo Mwari kawatotaura weminanawo.
Wow. So who is your role model? Who is your role model in the, who you are like, I really look up to this person or this musician, and maybe one day I would love to share a stage with.
My role model is my mom.
Oh.
Yeah. She is my role model in the sense that if I would want to, I've never experienced it, but I've heard kuti giving birth to a child is not easy. You see, so if I would think of it and ndikatanga kuzvirangarira kuti okay, she actually went through all that pain, kubara inini,
Hmm.
and that alone, that alone, hapana mumwe wandinogona kufungidzira kuti because dei iye akakundikana kana kuti asina kufunga kuti anga azviite. Vazhinji vari kubvisa nhumbu, vazhinji vari kuita miscarriages, vazhinji vari kuita sei, but then because my mom managed to give birth to a boy and vakamupa zita rekuti Sebastian, and she's my role model, and inini kukura kwangu akakura achiziziva kuti no, mwana uyu anofanira kuenda kuchechi, anofanira kudaiso, anofanira kudaiso. All that it was because of a good mother. My wangu was a good mother. Probably today they in this a gospel singer, or probably they in this people or Singatombe existed. But then because Mama Wangu is my hero, so she's a role model.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was very, very, very nice. And is there any artist that you are looking forward to, or you really wish to share the stage with that you haven't?
Of late, yeah, most of them I've actually shared stage with. I've shared stage with Donnie McClurkin when he
Wow,
came to
where?
Zimbabwe. It was in Zimbabwe
Uh-huh.
when he came, and I also shared stage with Kirk Franklin. I also shared stage with Joyous Celebration. I shared stage with Uche. So yeah, most of them I've actually met them, but Nongotenda Mari, God is my artist. I would say, okay, God is my creator. I would say, okay, Mwari, kutendai because of this. Saka, at the end of the day, pane kwavakati ndiri kuenda and I'm waiting and I know I will reach that place and yeah.
You will definitely,
uh,
definitely, you will get there. And so, where someone was asking me, like, where can we get his music? where
Okay.
where can people buy your music? People want to buy your albums. They really, really love it, but sometimes they don't know where to go.
If you go on iTunes, you can purchase my music from there. If you get on Amazon, you can purchase my music from there. Yeah. If you are in Zimbabwe, you can always buy my music from Saba Music, the label. And yeah, that's
Oh,
how it is.
okay. So our dear listeners, guys, you heard. You can go on iTunes, and you can go on Amazon. You can get all the albums there. Do you have your music on e-music?
Not yet.
Not
No,
yet. So
but very soon.
okay. So for now, it's iTunes
Amazon.
and Amazon. And for the concert here in America, guys, please don't forget, come in your numbers, tell your neighbor, tell your friends, wherever they are. Fly to Dallas if you can, drive to Dallas if you can. Come this Saturday, 23rd of March 2013, at Night Hotel. If you can also come for your Easter. For your Easter holidays, you have to be somewhere. So come
Sure.
to Dallas. And it's
Yeah.
gonna get down. God destroy
Yeah.
the devil there by the praises.
Yeah. Muvengi anenge ari pama 1.
Jesus.
Satani anenge achiona fires. Sure.
And I'm gonna give you again, guys. The number is 214-650-8400, and you can also call. These are the US numbers: 443-414-8165. If you want to get directions and how to get to the hotel. What time is the concert starting? Do you know?
Um, I think around 4, 5. I think so. Yeah, that's
So,
the time.
oh,
Around 4, 5.
all right. So just call these numbers and confirm, but just be there, be in Dallas by 4 p.m. And
Sure.
it's
Sure.
gonna
Sure.
it's gonna really, really, really get down. And Sebastian, thank you so much for joining us today. We are so, so, so excited to have you here in the States. I think I'm gonna be there on the 29th of March to just have this awesome experience in the presence of God and praising God there. And
Hallelujah.
what will be your last words to your fans and people who get blessed with your music?
Uh, I would like to thank you guys for your support, prayers, and for buying original music from Sebastian. And may God richly bless you for the support. Makabva neni kure kure chaizvo chaizvo and tiri kuenda kure.
Mhm.
Tiri kuenda kure kure kwatakabva chaiko chaiko kwamunofunga kuti ndokure katakabva padhuze. So now we are going far and Mwari vari kuramba vachingoropafadza and he's taking us from glory to glory. And may God bless you all. Mungave muri kuZimbabwe or you are out of Zimbabwe, uri kubasa, uri kuchikoro, kwauri ikoko. May God bless you. Probably right now wakatoteerera and yes, thank you for your support. I really, really, really yes, yes. Mwari vakuitirei zvakanaka. and what mashoko andinogona kukusiyira ende kuti tungamidzai Mwari pane zvese zvamunoita more than kuzvitungamidza pamberi, and Mwari ava kurasisa.
Okay.
Those are my
Thank you.
words.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you
So,
so much, everybody listening. And Sabastian Magacha, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We love you, and we wish you all God's blessings in your ministry, in your calling, or in your career. And we hope to see you back again in America. Right? When are you coming back?
yeah. Um, the dates, the actual days and dates, I'm not sure, but it's sometime when summer, because I have to go to UK first before I come here, and when I get here, I'll do a US tour. I think I'll tour the US ESA as a whole, and yeah, I hope tichasvika kumastates enyu muri probably might not be able to get exactly area yamunenge muri, but I know we're going to get closer pamunenge muri, saka we definitely coming back, and tinenge tichiridza bhoso tichiti munhu wese ridza bhoso,
Ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, give us the
munhu
freestyle.
wese ridza bhoso, handini zvangu vandikanda mugomba reshumba, handingavhunduki kwete hama, tinaye Jesu, Mwari weminana, anodzisunga muromo sunga.
Iowa, Iowa, Iowa. I really can't miss this. I can't miss it. So, guys, let's go in our numbers and have a greatest of time there. Saba, thank you so much. Have a wonderful time.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Bye.